Okay, so we're gonna create a game audio loop today to put with our game. So we are gonna need to have our artwork drawn, and then we will include this part. So I'm gonna log in here. I'm gonna click sign in with my Google, and it's going to put me into BandLab. Now, what I want to show you is just a couple of places where there's different instruments. So I think if yours doesn't put you right here, go ahead and click create this red button with a plus sign. And we're going to create a, it's kind of slow. It is a little slow. It's going to be slow on everybody's, but we're going to create with digital instruments, okay? And it's going to show us a piano at the bottom. I just want to show you where the sounds are, okay? Now you can add or subtract anything that you want. This is going to look like audio software or video software if you've used it somewhere else. And you may download this as a free app for your phone. So down here at the bottom, there's something called loops. And right now it's already set me up with a grand piano instrument. And I can change that if I wanted rock organ. Oh, it sounds too much like church. Lo-fi piano. So it's loading. And I'm gonna move it up higher. Right there. Okay, now I'm gonna look at my loops here. And these are a bunch of them that I can pick from. And these are kind of the subject. And I'm gonna actually look for retro sounds because I kind of like that for the type of my game. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick one that I like and I'm gonna drag it right to here. And it's gonna make another track. Right now I have one instrument track here. Okay, so what do you think is classic 80s city pop? Oh my God, that's that 808 right in there. The beat that's besides the melody line. If I click on it, it's gonna give me different sounds to use. And they're gonna be short little loops. They're all kind of dark to start off. Ooh, I like that one. So I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna drag it right over here. And then it's gonna show me a little piece of audio, okay? I wanna make sure that's back at the beginning. Now I'm gonna want something to go with that. So I'm gonna test out a couple other ones. Ooh, I like that. So I'm gonna put that one in there too. It might not line up where I want it right now. That's cool. That's kind of magic sounding. Now, if I pick some percussion, it will automatically quantize it and fit it to the same speed of everything else. It's kind of fast. Oh my gosh, I can feel like I've heard where that one came from. So all I'm gonna do is mix a couple of these together. This is kind of a fun assignment. And then I'm gonna play these and see what they sound like. Now there's just one other button here. And I can make these go on for longer by dragging them like this. See, there's like a little arrow that moves it out. Or I can cut them. So I click on it, and then I take this bottom one, and it'll make it shorter. Okay. So this is still playing here, but I'm gonna play this from the beginning. This was super fast. All I did was throw some pieces of the puzzle on the table. And then I think I would repeat that. What's this one sound like? Nope, don't like that one. Silver Yacht organ. 2. And I think I'm going to start it right here. Because I think it's going to sound similar to the other one. These are slightly different. So I'm going to go back to the beginning. I'm going to hit play. And I can scroll with 2 fingers by dragging from right to left. And I'm going to want my beat to go for longer. So I'm going to drag it out. think I'm going to want to stop it there. I may not like that whole thing. I'm not going to make this too long, only maybe 8 or 16 bars max. And I wonder if I play this crash thing, reverse crash. What do you think that is? Oh, that'd be a great beginning. Huh. I think I'm going to put that at the beginning. And I'm going to move this stuff over. And I totally want this. That sounds cool. Backwards reverse crash. And I'm going to close this window. I can still open it. It's just behind this menu here. Where'd my reverse crash go? Did it not go in there? Let me put it back in there again. Silver Yacht reverse crash. Bring it down there. We'll make another track. I want that at the beginning. And then let's hear it again. And I'm just going to cut this thing off. I'm looking for where do I cut it off now. So I move my playhead back here. I hit rewind to do that and hit play. Maybe I need to have something like this. So I'm going to need to move that stuff over because after that crash, I'm going to want that stuff to happen. So the crash happens. Let's go back to the beginning, hear it again. That is like, I am off a tiny little bit. I feel like it comes, this one comes a second too late. Let's see if that makes any difference. And I think it's just this one. Now it's really off. I'm gonna move it back. Go back. Anybody have any questions? Go ahead and ask me out loud, okay? But maybe what I'm missing is a bass. What's this one sound like? That's hella deep. It's taking a long time to process. It's weird. Wow. Maybe I need a fuller sound with something like that in there. Not that. VHS Nights. I kind of like that one. Oh my gosh, doesn't that sound like the beginning of some old movie? Okay, so that's what I'm looking for the sound. What would you do for me lately? Ow. Could be that for real. But up higher. So now let's hear. And I'm going to want that to continue, so I'm going to loop this out. I'm only trying to make this up to number 16, but I'm probably going to take this bass line and legit, I'm going to have it go all the way up to number 17. Where's the 7? Yeah. So, and then I moved this stuff, and now I should not have moved it because now it's off. And I want to just see, I can zoom out a little bit and move this stuff around. Where's my zoom here? I can make my loops be, back into loops. Oh boy, I hope I pick the ones I want. Because loops are different than packs. And I was in a pack for, man, where'd it go? I have to look for it again. Oh, Classic City Pop. Okay, so that was the one I was using, but I wanted to close this window, which was why. Okay, there. So if I click on that loops again, it's going to open back up. I just wanted to see all my stuff I was working on. So if I move this, I would bet Silver Yacht should probably start on 4. the 4 number. And I'm going to go back to the beginning, hear what I got. And I might even want to start this earlier, the VHS nights with the bass. I bet I want to start right here. Boom. What happens if I put it here? Does that sound dumb? Maybe I put it right there, and that comes in first. All I'm doing is balancing things by moving them around. Nope, I want it to come right where that silver yacht comes, but I need it to be in the right place. So all I'm showing you is I picked the parts that I want, and I'm moving them around so that they start at the same, they start when I want them to. And then I don't want them too complicated. I don't want it to like stop. I just only go to number 16. Looks like I will cut that one, probably loop that out through number 16 up to 17. Did I say that already? So through bar 16, everything in music is written in eighths of everything. So I'm just going to loop this stuff out, bring it to the end. You do not have to be a musician to play around with this, but it's a lot of fun. But it's like what sounds good to you. And the goal is not to put like 100 million things in all at one time. I'll never forget every kid that just tries Audacity. They download a bunch of clips from YouTube and then they play them like at 200 beats per minute. So it sounds like they're a mad genius. And every time I hear it, I'm like, this is your first track. That's great. That doesn't make you sound tricky. So we go back to the beginning. You know what? I want a big drum hit to be here. That's why I don't like it. I like where the rest of that is. But I want this to come in earlier. Silver Yacht organ 2, I think here. So I'm going to just play it one more. I think I'm almost done. I'm going to play it one more time. I'm going to move that playhead right back here. Yep, it's right on. And if I want my bass a little quieter, I'll just turn the volume down on that track. If I want my Silver Yacht a little bit quieter, I'll just turn it down on that one. Now, if it seems like it ends before 17, I'm going to cut that off. If it seems like it just is random when it ended. And I'm going to cut it right where... It totally does. It needs to do da, da, da. It needs to have 2 more. If I look down here, of those chord things where it's holding it, that and this. So probably going to end right there, I think. Just based on what the waveform looks like. That's what these are called, waveforms. And then, so let's move my playhead back. Turn on the metronome. This is a TickTocker that tells you what beat you're on. But we don't need that for what we're doing. 2, 3, 4. It would end right there. Okay, so maybe it ends with that thing, that beat. Okay, I think it's here. Yep, I'm cool with that. Okay, so here's the whole thing. I can zoom out. All I did was put, these are called samples, and they are pre-made. They come with the program for free. I want to hear it from the beginning. If I accidentally turn this on, it's only going to repeat this 1 through 4 bars up until number 5. Otherwise, and what I want to listen for is when it gets to the end and it goes back to the beginning and plays again, what is that going to sound like? Okay. So I'm gonna listen to this one time. Because it's gonna repeat just like I started it. Not just focus on this hook. That hook's gonna be in there when it repeats. Now, if you know how to play piano, you could actually play piano. Open the editor here. Now, see how going back to the beginning was all quiet? I'm okay with this. I'm going to publish this. Now I want to, I'm going to save it, and then I'm going to export it. This is what I'm going to stick as the audio for my game. Okay. So I need to get the waveform out of here. So I made something, I made a little ditty. I kind of like it. It said it saved it down there, and then I'm going to go to edit. No, just kidding. Download. And we're going to, in this program, it's called a mix down. In Pro Tools, it's called a bounce. GarageBand calls it something else. But it's going to mash all the tracks together into one so it can be played as a single file. And that's what we're trying to do here. And then I need to download that wave file to my remote machine. So it needs to be on my computer because I'm going to have to upload it into my game. So down here, it says high quality MP3. I'm sorry, it's still crappy quality. We want the wave. That's the best. This is the biggest file, but the best sound. So we're going to click download. And I guess, did it go down there? Show all. Should be in the bottom of my, oh, it's right there. Yep, it's in my downloads folder. This is where yours is going to be in your Chrome downloads, okay? But basically, like that's it. And then I can use this in my game. And then it saved it. Now, I probably want to give it a name. I'm going to call it game audio file, and it's going to automatically save this in, geez, Dora, dog's climbed up in my lap right in front of the computer. Apparently she wants pets. Game audio. I'm going to hit enter. Now it's going to be listed as all my files. When I hit exit here, oh, I should wait. Stay. It's saving something. I can't see where. Oh, I guess when this is not gray anymore. I'm not having you connect to me or anything. This is green. Then it will save itself on the program for you. And then you should be able to exit. Yep. And there's my new game, and I can click play. Game audio file, there it is. I don't know why, but I could picture all my, like if I was able to make this, like I have the first plane comes out, all the planes come out. It runs through one time, and then they all come in right here. It would be perfect. And then they set up their pattern of where they're going to fly. I don't know why. That's it. Music has like feelings with it. Like you get ideas. Maybe you see something, or like I don't know. You feel like something should happen right now. I could put a crash in there too at the beginning, and then after the crash is when everything starts. You know. Anyway, all this is right here. If I want to fix it, I go back in and I would click Open in Mix Editor. That's where I would get that from. You can actually download your file again right here once you have published it to this, And you can share it with anybody else with an email. You can put it there. Yep. And then that's it. That's all I need. So I want to check and see if there's any questions, if anybody wrote anything in the chat. But I want to make like a little clip. Add some bass. Add that bass. Yeah, except for 80s didn't have a lot of bass. So with that particular kind, I love bass. That's a good idea though. So you guys can make one of these today. Some game audio. Okay. All right. Now, most of you, this is your first time. The only thing that I want you to do is grab in some tracks and put them together and just don't pick too many and go too fast. So like slow it down, put together what you want. Thanks, Maurice, and you said I appreciate that. But I'm good, so I'm going to stop the demo.